Hello, my name is Matthew Laurence, and I'm a visual artist living and working here in Singapore. One word that would best describe me: intrepid. I do what I do because it grounds me in this world. Art for me is a moving meditation. It's a way for me to process and share all the stimulus that this world throws at us. The work behind me is the first work from the Urban Jungle series made in 2019. It was also the first work on canvas in a new process that I was developing over the years. Previously, I worked mostly on paper with various techniques that were used separately and sporadically. This work combines all the techniques of digital editing, printmaking, painting, and compositing onto a canvas surface that I finally best presented my concepts in a concise and dedicated, direct method. Surrealism attempts to restructure the human experience. It balances a rational vision of life with one that asserts the power of the unconscious and dream states. I find magic and strange beauty in the unexpected and mysterious. The style works best with me intertwining photographic visual imagery with various mixed media techniques that examine the human condition and the impact of the human footprint on various ecosystems. 10 years ago, I produced a number of works called the Wonder Series. As a teacher and interacting with children throughout the day, my thoughts continued to migrate to the prospect of a future for them. I then started to wonder if we as a global community, the caretakers of this habitat, are endowing the future generations a productive, sustainable environment to live in. I suppose the response to this inquiry can produce both negative and positive attributes that the youth of today can continue to uphold or try to find solutions to. Global warming from deforestation and emissions from power plants, cars, and airplanes, they're already having an effect on the planet through more frequent extreme weather, disappearing glaciers, and loss of animal ecosystems. A raised awareness of these issues has started the tides of change for renewable energy sources and the reduce, reuse, and recycle campaigns. Advancements in technology and genetics have also opened up many new possibilities and issues to be addressed by future generations. I chose to produce that work that addresses these issues to the sustainability, evolution, and integration of the global community into our living environment. I wonder what habits and lifestyles the youth will embrace in the future as they look upon the actions we take today. A parent of a student that I was teaching worked for the renewable energy sector, saw my work, and was greatly moved by the series and eventually acquired the work for their corporate offices. This connection further spurred other pieces to that series like biochar and green algae as alternative energy sources to support agents of change and provide a vision of what actually can happen and what can be. Most of my inspiration stems from a wide range of artists and art styles. Artists such as Edward Hopper, Alphonse Mucha, Charles Rennie Mackintosh, Jerry Ullsman, and Henry Cartier-Bresson are ever present in my mind. Thinking of Hopper's figures convey the emotive use of isolation, while contradicting this with a harmony within the environment through curvaceous flowing lines of Mucha's designs. Mackintosh's integrated environments use a multitude of media and materials, and the juxtaposition of subject matter in Ullsman's photographs provide lessons in overlapping materials and subject matter. Continually keeping an eye out for the decisive moment which makes Cartier-Bresson's photographs so captivating and inspiring is at the heart of providing the perfect fit of all the elements within a composition. These are the concepts that are the structural basis to which I formulate my artwork. The role of artists in society is to inspire people, give them hope, and can connect in ways that words cannot. The artists have a unique skill set to influence, inspire, and help others. This is something I've been involved with as an artist and an art educator for the past 25 years. I aim to support others in finding their voice to communicate their interpretations of the world that they occupy. I think the following quote is very fitting for art's placement in society. Art is not a mirror to reflect the world, but a hammer with which to shape it.